In sports, you're watching the grass grow, right?
Yeah.
Which has done so in like 2 days.
Yeah, literally, we're watching the grass grow because, the grounds crew at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara installed a brand new turf field today. They still say the surface will be fine by the time the Chargers and 49ers kick off on Sunday afternoon. Of course, they'll still need to replace this sod again before their regular season home opener on September 14th against the Bears on NBC Sunday Night Football. Interesting playing surface, might turn out to be a good thing for the Chargers. The last few years, they've had severe difficulty in dealing with quarterbacks who are good runners. That was on display again last week in Seattle, where Seahawks quarterbacks Russell Wilson, Terrell Pryor, and B.J. Daniels combined to rush for 4 touchdowns. On Sunday, here comes Colin Kaepernick. Yay! Arguably the most explosive running QB in the game today. So let's put defensive end Corey Liuget in the cliche counter and see just how well he answers a question about dealing with Kaepernick without actually answering a question about dealing with Kaepernick.
I just look forward to going out there playing football until Coach pulls us out, and we know Kaepernick is a heck of a quarterback, and his team is a pretty good team too. So we have to get out there and just fly around, get after him, and get after their whole offense, their running backs, their wide receivers, and tackle and bring the guys to the ground.
That might be a new record, 8 and 16 seconds. And by the way, I'll be up in San Francisco for the game because on Sunday night we have our first football night in San Diego of the season. Start right after the NBC Sunday night game between the Bengals and Cardinals. And by the way, the Chargers play their final preseason and first regular season game against Arizona, so you might want to check that one out. The first NFL player to be hit by the so-called Jimmy Graham rule is Jimmy Graham, the Saints tight end. Caught a pair of touchdown passes against Carolina, and he could not help himself. Dunked over the goalpost, a signature celebration of many former basketball players like Jimmy, and the ref's like, yep, I got you. Problem is, last year when he did that, he was so violent on the post in Atlanta that he bent the uprights and caused a half-hour game delay. So in the offseason, the league said, you can't do that no more. It's a penalty and a fine. $30,000 for those 2 Graham slams. But that's not what hurts. Each one actually comes with a 15-yard penalty, and that's why Saints head coach Sean Payton told Graham to knock it off, which he says he will do from now on. Second round of the Barclays, just outside New York City. Adam Scott and Cameron Tringale lead at 8 under par, but Phil Mickelson is the Lewis and Clark of the PGA Tour. When he takes an adventure, you never know where he'll end up. The tee shot on 4, bounced off a cart path, took a wild hop. Where to go? Who knows? Phil actually asking people in the gallery. Anybody see it? Anyone? So somebody pointed him to the grandstands by the green. Sure, take a walk over there. No, people in New York, Phil does not need a beer right now, but thank you for the offer. He did, however, find his ball, and now there are options here. He can take a drop with no penalty or play it from there. Was there ever a doubt? It's Phil Mickelson. Get the people and chairs out of the way and give me the wedge, Bones. Lefty actually picked the ball clean, did not break the carpet at all, but flew the green, landed in a bunker, and made bogey. He did also make the cut, though, right at the line at 1 over par, but who cares about the score? Dude played a ball from the hospitality tent, and that's way cooler than just making the cut at a playoff tournament. The Padres open a 3-game set in Arizona against the Diamondbacks tonight. D-backs have lost 6 in a row, really have nothing to play for. The Padres have not lost 6 in a row. Last night, the Yankees-Astros game, a ball was popped up out of play down the third baseline, so why would we show you a seemingly routine occurrence? Because comedian Chris Rock's the guy who ended up with the ball. As if his life's not cool enough as it is. And to make sure everybody did not hate Chris, he gave the ball to a kid. But he does need to work on the fly ball catching skills. That's not manly, Chris. Hey, a ball is a ball. I'm not going to question that one. How about some mountain biking? Cam Zink attempting to land a world record for the longest dirt-to-dirt mountain bike backflip. I'm not sure why, but the 28-year-old Reno native headed to Mammoth Mountain and designed the setup himself. This is either extremely cool or the new open for the wide world of sports. And he nailed it. That's impressive. Went a shade over 100 feet through the air. And a new pair of shorts, I think. Folks from Guinness, by the way, were there to certify it is indeed a new world record. So congratulations to Mr. Zink for living.
Wow. Don't stop. I like your sport.
I know.
That was good.
Out of time.
All right. Thanks, Derek.
Thanks, Derek. That does it for us. Thanks very much for your company. Wheel of Fortune is next.
See you again tonight at 11.
That was good.
Those were fun stories.
Yeah.